want
in
to.
that
Davis.
bed, you staying
Ms.
in a
Davis.
hotel? Is
Ms.
that
Davis.
what you want?
All right,
Ms. Davis.
go ahead,
You have
Springs.
no idea. You have no idea what I am or what I know.
Then
You
stop
literally have no
speaking
fucking
on
clue. You have
everyone
no clue.
else.
No,
Stop.
not at
Then
all.
I won't either.
Not
Then
at
I won't
all.
either.
And
Because see,
you can run
if
around
y'all want
Periscope
to do tit
fantasizing
for
about me
tat,
all the fuck you
I'm
want.
going to do tit
You
for
doing
tat.
Gina?
Because
Good.
y'all are a bunch of weak
It shows your
bitches.
Springs,
morals
you
and your
coming up?
character, and it shows that you hate men. You're a man
No.
hater.
Oh my
I'm a
I'm
man
so
hater. My
glad
name
you
is
think
Miss
that. I am so glad that you think
Davis.
that. I am so glad that you think
Listen,
that.
go back to Alaska with your mooses and lick Gina's
Mooses,
ass. Nobody cares
please
about
get your
you.
correct. Please pronounce things correct,
Nobody
okay?
cares about you.
Why don't you go get a house?
I have
You
one
want
already
me
in
to go see my
Florida.
mooses?
No, I don't give a fuck
Go get
about
a
your
house.
moose.
Go get a house.
I already
Okay.
own one. I'm about to
Okay,
buy
well then go there.
another.
Why are you still in a hotel?
Because I want to be.
Okay. Then I'm where I want to be.
Okay.
Thank you. So
So pet the
stop bringing
moose.
everything up about everyone else
No,
because
but
you
you're
want
the
the
one who
number.
brought it up.
Stop
You're the one who
calling in
brought it all
everyone's
up.
beam. Matter of fact, stop going up in Nikki's beam. I don't want to
Why?
unfollow
Are you
you,
trying to
Yeti, but
control
damn
me?
it, I'm tired of
I
getting
feel
all
like
these
you're
damn
trying to control me,
notifications
Miss Davis.
that you live about
I
me.
feel like you're trying to control me a little bit.
Oh, really? You got that, didn't you? I'm
I
so glad
do.
you
I
did
do.
because that's how you do everyone else, Yeti.
Aww.
See, I get you. I got you, brother. Did you hear me? Did you hear me?
Don't call
Did
me
you hear
brother.
that?
If
You
I
hear
was
that? I
related to you,
got you.
I'd smack both my parents.
What? What you say?
I said if I was related to you, I'd smack both my parents.
And you give him a high five telling him way to go. I knew it. See? There you go, Yeti. I knew it.
Did you hear that? Steven, are you there? Who's in here?
It don't work like that.
Who's in here,
I
guys?
got you.
Tell us
Okay?
how it works. Tell us how it works, Miss Davis,
No.
Moose Lady.
Because see, you're not up
Hey,
here
tell us
controlling
about
me
your
to get me to open up.
Steven, you there? I hear you,
Okay?
right? You still there, Steven?
Do you really think that you can say
You
things to get me to
told
open up?
Maddie
Is
you
this
worked
funny,
for
Steve?
him.
What do you think?
No, I didn't say I worked for
Yes,
the
you did.
government.
Yes, you
No, I
did.
didn't.
You
Just
said you
because
had a
having
clearance.
top
You said
security
you had a
clearance does not
clearance.
mean you have to work for the government, okay? And if I
So
did
tell
or
me
if
about
I
your
didn't,
clearance. Tell me
so
about your
what?
clearance.
Why?
Because you
Why,
mentioned it
Yeti?
live.
Tell
You
me
want to
about all
talk
that jewelry in
you
the
want to
bag.
talk about
Tell me
my
all about that
finances?
jewelry in the bag. Did you call and get to pay for your hotel?
Listen to me. I
Tell
got
me
more
about that
jewelry
house that you own that you're not living in because you're in that hotel because you want to be.
because I have a tenant
Yeah.
in my rental property and
Okay.
I'm
What?
looking for another property.
Are you in your robe?
What?
No, I'm actually
Okay.
Are
wearing
you in your
I'm wearing a
robe?
long sleeve shirt with sweatpants. Do you want to know what kind of underwear I'm wearing?
What?
Nah. No, thank you.
What kind of
You're
underwear?
I
so
was just
sad.
being
Go
funny
back to
because
Alaska
Oh.
they
with your
always say,
mooses.
I'm in my
Keep
robe.
imagining what I'm wearing.
You know what? It would affect my clearance if I was talking about it. If I had clearance,
Is there a social media
right?
policy for
See,
the
that's when you
agency?
say things.
Is there
If
a
you don't know,
is there a social media
right?
policy for the agency that you work for?
Is it one for where you are?
I'm self-employed.
Right?
I write my own
Right?
social media fucking
Right?
policy.
Keep
Yeah.
trying to ask, Yeti. Keep trying to ask. Keep it up. Sorry, I said cleep. I meant keep.
Ms. Davis, you know you've been on the app for a
Yeah.
long time, right?
Oh, yeah, I have been
And
since April, maybe May of 2015.
you pissed off a lot of people in that time.
No, I didn't.
You sure?
I'm very
If you're
sure.
there,
So
say
there's no list of enemies. Nobody hates you.
say one. Come
Nope.
on, say one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Single.
Maybe
Are you there,
you
Steven?
Not a single
and
person.
Press
Not a
somewhat.
one.
single
No,
person.
nope,
Okay.
no. Because I don't do shit like y'all did. Got it?
And you know you pissed
I'm
off a
glad
lot
we
of people in
understand each
that
other,
time.
Yeti.
Do we?
You have a good night.
Good night. Ms. Davis, come on now. Come on now.
Hold up, Yeti. Hold up.
Bring
Someone just hey Jeff, don't ever tell Camilla to shut up in my room. Don't ever fucking tell Camilla to shut up in my room. Don't
Stop
fucking say it
protecting
again.
Camilla. Stop protecting Camilla.
No, I'll do what I want in my fucking scope. Don't
Well,
ever tell her
she's
to
a
shut
grown
up.
woman. She's
Don't
a grown
ever tell her
woman.
to shut up. I didn't see it, but someone messaged me. Don't ever fucking tell her to shut up. Not in my scope.
All right, I have to make a salad. I finished making chicken. I now have to make a salad. All right, change the topic quick. Come up with something, dumb king of content. Come up with a topic. I'll talk about it. Just come up with one. Throw it out.
Let's talk about Gringo.
He's a little bitch.
Damn, this drama. Well, Maggie's supposed to do an interview with what's his face.
Was a bodyguard for Sugar Knight. And he wasn't a bodyguard, he was
The entourage. Generally, guys like that hire a whole bunch of people because they want to roll up in the club deep. Anyway.
How's my little Don Lada doing? Pina Lada.
No, but I had friends. I had friends that worked on security details when celebrities would come into town, and they would go to the clubs on South Beach and Miami and Fort Lauderdale and all that garbage. A little bit familiar. I never did. I'm not big enough. Those guys are usually big monsters like Armo.
You remember,
you got Pac?
Well, Sprinks was trying to call in earlier. I don't know who she wanted to talk to. Sprinks, did you still want to call in? If you're still in here?
No, I will chew as much as I fucking want. No, I didn't guard Suge Knight. I'm 5'8", Armo's 6'3". A little bit of a difference there. If it was an armed escort or an armed detail, that might be a different story. You might find a little shorty like me in there.
Wings!
But it would be purely for my
Oh, she did.
skills.
Well, she tried calling in, but she canceled.
Yeah, I'm big time triggered, yelling and screaming over here.
Nope, Ringo got muted. Oh man, I probably
Come on, Lisa.
probably like
Lisa
20,
can come up.
There's probably like 20 mutes tonight. I have to check them.
Lisa can
Been a
come up.
lot of mutes tonight. Holy fuck! Will you explain what a baby face is? A baby face is
Same one, Steven.
that'd
Same
be like
one.
Nelda on here.
It's the same one.
You know, everybody knows who Nelda is.
Nelda was a wrestler.
Steven, it's the same one. It's the same one.
Sweet, innocent.
Somebody who looks young. Babyface is somebody who looks young. Younger than their age.
We're talking about wrestling.
People would say. Oh.
You know, the baby faces in the heel. Like Nelda would be a baby face. No! Nelda would be a baby face. Queen Victoria would be a baby face. I'd be like a tweener.
A what?
A tweener, you know, kind of good and bad.
Like in between?
Like like I say, I could be they cheer me if I'm good or bad. I could do shitty stuff and they still love me. Which is true.
No, you'll get
I
hated
think
at
he's
some
saying
It's
it
point.
goes
true.
both ways,
I
Steven.
do a lot of dirty shit and they still love me.
Like what?
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying. Well, I get accused of a lot of shit though, but you know, people see. This is fun. This is funny. You know, people used to accuse me of doing like fucking stealing their dogs and shit on Periscope, but nothing ever
It's
sticks.
the same one, Steven.
People don't.
Whatever his
The thing about it is
username
people don't
is
give
live.
a fuck. You know, that's the
Yes,
thing.
indeed. Yes, indeed is live. Okay?
They want that
guys are all-
drama. They don't give a fuck. They want the drama.
Personally, I think
Fuck
you guys
with
are all
Don.
fucking
Fuck
nuts.
with Don Lod's done. Bring us drama. No. No. In wrestling terms.
All right. If the conversation gets really stupid, it's because I'm stoned to the bone. Don't tell anyone. Hold on.
I'm kind of like I don't know, like a Stone Cold Steve Austin.
So, hey, what the fuck are you doing after Scope, Don Lob? I don't know if I asked you or not. Or if you
Twitter
talked about
Live.
it.
You gonna go to Twitter Live?
No, hell no. I ain't doing
Why
shit.
not?
I'm done. I'm done.
No.
Because it gives them a fucking leash. Me having a presence on social media gives all of my enemies a leash to find me. And quite honestly, they're not worthy of my fucking time. Anyway.
So you're gonna give up all this?
All of what? All these fucking
all
psycho grandmas? Get the
entertainment.
fuck out of here.
Yeah, you know you enjoy the
Get
grandmas.
the fuck out of here.
Life is shit. I'm glad you was scoping my scope. I hope you got added a lot of views to my broadcast.
Yep, I'm here to the end, so. Gringo's mad. Gringo's mad he won't be able to fucking obsess about me anymore. In my hotel room and my gout foot. He's so angry.
Oh, I know. Someone messaged me, says, you know, that you was scoping my scope. You had 14 in there.
Hi. So a heel in wrestling is someone that we love to hate as the audience. So, and MK Friedman, right? Or Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Right. Did you Google
the
Google
Hart
that
brothers
before you came in here?
Hi, Big Armo. I'm interviewing you tonight.
Folks, if you're not interested, we could cancel it. Not a problem. I could care less about the cloud. I could care less.
No,
I'm interested.
Armo, do it. I'm gonna
I
scope
care.
Because I saw people in the comments saying we could care less. It's a repeat thing.
No, they're
Armo,
talking about
Armo,
Yeti. They're not talking
Armo.
about you, Big Armo.
Armo, come into my scope instead, and I'll interview you, and Maggie can lick the back of our balls.
Anyways, we'll do it.
Well, either way, I'm gonna scope it. If you do it, Maggie, I'm gonna scope it, and I'm gonna split your audience in half. You ready?
We'll do it. We had a good time from 2008 to 2015 until you went to jail.
Well, Armo, there's
Oh, here,
400
do the interview right
here.
here. If
Yeah.
you do the interview right here, Maggie
No,
won't get
I'd rather
the
do it
credit
in
for
Maggie's scope because I know Maggie's, you know, is the one that's doing it. So,
Maggie hit me up, so I got to give it to her.
Did you want to do it tonight, Armo?
We could do it right now.
Maggie? All right. Well, shit. There's 400 people in here. Everybody hit on the Maggies.
Hey, Armo, don't forget to talk to me
the drama's
because
done
I'm going to be there
now.
too.
I think we had enough drama.
Armo, don't forget to.
Yeah.
I might throw some questions in there
And
too. I'll
maybe
send some people in with questions.
Again tonight.
I'll answer any question up to a limit because after that, I'm not a Steven where I put everything.
You're not
going
to be trying to like get some texts or anything else like
I'm
that.
I'm not gonna try to catch a bullet tomorrow.
Absolutely, you should not.
Can you tell us the last 4 of your social security number allegedly?
Me too,
I can
Queen.
do that.
And or can you tell us the last 4 of your social and or your last name allegedly?
I could give you my tax ID number.
Allegedly?
Allegedly, whatever.
Why are you asking that? That's no one's business but his own and his.
Let's go to fucking Maggie's Scope. We're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
Don't forget about me, Armo.
Well, you guys could all be there.
All right. What's her at? What's her at? Tell me her
Plus,
at.
I send her a couple of photos too, so she could show those.
Oh, I can't wait to see it. What's her at? What's her at?
I don't know. I'm sure someone will invite.
So hold on. She was just in the beam.
Maggie. Oh shit. Maggie, they wanted you to unblock everybody. Maybe you can talk her into it one night, Armo. Maggie unblock so everybody can watch it.
Listen, maybe
yeah, do it. Woo!
Yeah, not even
good in your skull.
Wait, listen. I know that Armo has Tina Leroy blocked because she has pictures of him that are bad.
I got nobody blocked. I don't block anybody.
Not even Tina Leroy?
I can handle everybody.
I try.
Nobody scares me on this app.
Why do you get all the credit with your big ass and my little
ass?
Why?
Arnold, a lot of people want to see it, but Maggie hasn't blocked. You should just go live and have her call in an interview.
Because I can't show photos and shit. I'm broke. I only have one device.
A lot of people want to see it, but they're blocked.
I don't know. Maybe they'll catch a replay or something. I don't know, bro. I can't do anything. I can't show you guys anything. I sent a few things to Maggie.
Were any wait. Were any of them T-pics?
No. I'm not blessed. I'm not blessed.
I'm not someone else can we scope it?
You told me about it. You told me
Man,
about it.
I'll be the first one to admit I'm not blessed like that.
We still want to see it.
I don't care if I wear size 14 shoes.
Terror scope it.
We still want to see it. We still want to see it. We still want to see it.
I don't even want to see it. I haven't seen it in years, so.
Dalon wants to see it.
Come on.
I swear.
Where's Terror at?
Let's stay off that. You guys can rescope it. You guys can do whatever you want. I got nothing to hide. I'm a clean, honest person. I'll answer everything I can.
If we remove Maggie from an interview, I'd watch.
Let Yeti interview Armo.
Whatever you guys want, bro. Makes no difference.
No, stop. You already.
Whoever wants to do it.
I'll just rescope it.
She came out to me first, so I took
that's fine. And I'm not an interviewer. I'm not a true crime fucking Shook Knight bodyguard interviewer. I just shit talk like you do. I know.
Everybody share this out, guys.
I love you though. Listen, you've been a good guy. After all,
everybody share
just
this
in
live.
case I
Share
never
live.
talk to you again.
Look, I've always
just so you guys know that these are actually being recorded on YouTube and
I might have said a few comments here that are being stupid and funny, but there's not one person on this app that I hate.
No, and you brought what's her face tacos. You're a good dude, man. You always have been.
I don't know. Does Maggie have that many people have blocked that?
Yeah.
Yeah. She gets triggered. She gets
I don't know.
triggered.
You guys want to find you guys want to find someone else that's not?
No. Go to Maggie.
Yeah.
What's fair is fair. What's fair is fair.
Gio, I could never fight, man.
You'd step on Gio like a fucking bug.
I'll put Gio in my pocket as a pet.
Tell him,
I know. You step on me as a bug, like a bug.
I love fucking Gio, but he sits in the beam too long.
He does, and he does it on purpose to block other people from coming in.
Yeah, he was cock blocking today.
For real. Like, it's part of the little kid in him who's all pissed off about people using words he don't like, but I mean, I could understand it.
We all have our things here. If we were perfect, we wouldn't be here.
All right, at the risk of sounding gay, I'm just gonna say it. You're my buddy, and I drink beers with you any day of the week.
Queen to do it.
Good fucking dude.
I'll drink beers with anybody on there.
Queen said they could go on her scope and do the interview.
Whoever you guys want.
No. Just go to Maggie.
Just
They'll blame
whatever
me. They'll blame
Maggie
me
wants
if you
to
don't
do
go to
that way.
Maggie.
Whatever Maggie wants to do it that way.
He says no.
Let Maggie decide, and I'm up for it. I don't care. Makes no difference to me.
All right, listen to me.
Everybody's equal to me.
You have to make me a promise. Yeah, they're all
Green's
equally
calling.
worthless. You have to make me a promise. Make me a promise, Armo.
What about God's scope?
Do the interview naked.
I won't put up with that shit.
Listen to me. If you ever want to,
anybody fucks with my friends, I have no loyalty.
if you ever want to get in touch with yourself, you have to do the interview naked, like totally naked. Nobody can see you. There's no camera. You're just talking to a microphone.
Leave my fat ass alone.
Just do it naked. Seriously, you'll feel vulnerable and you'll talk about
Barely
stuff.
my wife wants to see me naked.
Come on. Nobody's gonna see it. Nobody's gonna see it. Just be naked and you'll feel vulnerable and you'll talk about good things. Good interviews.
I don't even want to see myself naked. Put it that way.
They're ready.
Queen Victoria does. Queen Victoria does.
I totally want to see her naked. Arms
Yeah,
hot.
right.
Hot as fuck.
Is Maggie Maggie in here? Is she unblocking people?
She said give her a few minutes. No, but what I said was, for the
How do you know
people
what
that
she
are
said?
blocked, then just watch on Scope TV, or if Yeti's
Just
gonna
made that up.
rescope, then go on Yeti Scope. Then
Oh
everybody
my
gets to
God,
watch
Queen Victoria just gave me a shout out, yo.
it. Shout out, yo. Okay, bye.
I don't know how big of a deal it's gonna be.
Hold on, guys.
If that's what
Maggie just said something to everybody.
But that's because she doesn't want them to come into my scope. They'll come into my scope. Don't
Maggie's gonna get 700 people tonight.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go 200 or less. You ready?
Then she can
How much?
reblock everybody.
Fuckboy? How much?
I had some videos I wanted to send her also.
Almost.
Yeah,
I got a $50 bill so she don't break 300.
Doesn't matter, bro. Whatever you guys want. I care less about numbers. I care less about clout.
I know.
My life is interesting enough.
Hey, so while we're waiting for her to unblock a few people, I wanted to ask Yeti a question real quick while he's still here.
Hold on. Leslie.
Hey, Leslie,
May I?
Leslie, when are you gonna go have a drink? We live like 10 minutes apart.
I know.
Never.
I know.
Never.
As soon as my bar opens back up, you come in there and I'll buy you a drink.
Leslie, I'm gonna come into your bar when it opens up in a year or two. Go ahead, ask your question.
Don't waste your time. I'll tell you to leave right away.
No, you wouldn't.
I have the right to refuse service to anybody.
Let me tell you something. I am a fun bar patron. I really am. I will get the crowd spending money. I will get the crowd.
We don't like
spending
your
money.
type. We don't like your type. I know
What's
already.
my
we don't
type?
like your type.
What's my type?
But listen, I want to ask you a serious question. So you keep talking about selling this condo and how much money you made, and that's what you're waiting to buy.
Never said I was selling the condo. I never said I was selling the condo.
No, the house that you and Jess have.
Right. That's the
You
other
said you guys
condo.
got rid of. You got a bunch of money, and that's what you're waiting to buy in your house.
Let's get one thing straight. We're all millionaires on this app. Come on.
Of course.
Let's get one thing straight.
I'm poor. Next to Armo, I'm poor. But poor Leslie is going to ask about my finances. Go ahead.
Poor Leslie.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just going by what you said, so I just want to make sure that I had the information right. You said that you're waiting for the market, you're waiting for COVID to be over because you're waiting for all the foreclosures and everything to pop up so that you can buy something cash, right?
There's currently a moratorium on foreclosures. Banks
I understand that. I don't need you to educate me on that. I understand that.
Continue.
That's what you're waiting on, right?
Yes.
That's okay. So you do realize that what happened with your little transaction last year is public information, right?
Sure.
You right? You know that. I mean, it's obvious. It's what you guys were involved with and what happened in your transaction. Oh, I want to say if
So
I'm
wait.
thinking
Did you Google it though? I mean,
No, I didn't. I didn't. No.
So what'd you come up with? Go ahead.
I didn't come up with anything, but what
Now
I
I
saw,
feel like fucking Geo in here.
what I saw was,
No, you're like 10 times the size of you.
Who entered the room?
What'd you
what I
say?
saw was
What'd you say?
in this transaction that you had to
Stay
pay
there.
us $10 for the
Why doesn't it just want to
be done
stay?
with it.
Stay.
Right. That's to transfer the title of the house from my name to her name.
Right.
There we go.
And that was it.
And that's all you saw?
Cooking
No,
lobster?
that was all. That's all the money that was exchanged.
Yeah, you're fired.
That's it. Am I broke?
Well, according to the paperwork, there's no money that you got. the way I'm looking at it, the way that
You don't know how to look up paperwork because there's a mortgage on the home that she now owns. Go back and look at
that
that.
was lobster.
If you're dying to know how much cash I have put away, go back and look at
no,
the
the
mortgage she
paperwork
took out.
was very clear on what money transferred to each party.
Right. It was a quick claim deed. I quick claim deeded it to her so she didn't have to pay taxes on the entire amount. You dum-dum.
Right.
Happens all the time.
So even if your story is right, knowing that there's a mortgage on there.
What story? I've never told the story.
You said
The
that you got the
never-ending
money from there is what you're using to buy a new. Yes, you did.
You called me broke and I told you.
Maybe you were
Watch
drunk
my
that
screen.
night or those couple nights and you don't remember discussing it, but that's exactly what you said.
What's your question?
You were
again?
using your money
Wait.
there to buy a new house with and pay cash for.
Right. She
I
bought
want to
me
know.
out.
I
She
just want
bought
to
me
know
out
where in the country can you buy a house
for $10.
No, even if it was $50,000. Even
I'm
if
sorry,
it was
what?
even if it was $50,000, which I know it wasn't. But even if it was $50,000, where on earth, I want to know for myself so that maybe I can look into buying property other places. Where can you buy a piece of property for $50,000 with a house?
Right.
Who said $50,000? Where's the figure 50,000 come from?
Where are you getting $50,000?
Based on what you're saying, on what you're using your money that you got from this house to buy a new house with.
No. Here's the deal.
You said.
Here's the deal, Leslie. We owned a home together that I purchased. Okay. She bought me out of that home, and I had to wait for her to qualify for a mortgage in order for her to buy me out. And the check that she was written at closing, there was another check written to me.
You're saying you owned that condo first?
No, we bought it together. Both of our names were on it, but it was all my cash that went into buying the condo.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes.
Why would it be in her family trust then?
You know what?
It wasn't her family
for that fucking $10.
It wasn't her family trust. It was a land trust between the two of us because we both worked for the county. And we put the property into a trust because we didn't want our names searchable.
Right.
Right.
Oh, so you think by using a trust your names are not searchable?
Not as much searchable now.
Oh, okay.
But wait, hold on. Do you have more questions? Apparently you didn't do a lot of research because there's a lot of information you're missing.
I saw everything I needed to see. Okay. You didn't get fucking shit out of the house.
What are you talking about?
She's the one who paid for everything, obviously. If she was the one who got the bulk amount of money, I'm just assuming.
You have no idea what you're talking about. You're just like Gina Baby. You're dumber than Gina Baby. You're dumber than Gina Baby and poorer than a church mouse because you don't understand how to read property records. Go look up that record and come back and tell me what I walked with cash. I'm sure one of the people in the fucking chat can be able to do that.
Right.
Well, why are you looking up my financial information anyway?
I didn't look up shit.
I'll put it to you this way.
But you could look it up. Anybody could look it up. It's public information. Isn't that what you say?
Leslie, I have more cash put away than you and your husband do combined. I promise you.
Okay. I'm not married, first off.
Promise you. Well, whoever that fucking asshole who wakes up next to you.
Why did you?
I have more money than both of you combined.
Oh, okay.
So is Maggie still on blocking people?
But listen, I'm sorry, but I've been out of work for a fucking year. Okay.
Well, then I definitely have more money than you and your husband
Not one time
combined.
did I consider doing Uber Eats to pay a fucking bill around here.
Nobody did Uber Eats at all. Nobody ever did Uber Eats.
Okay, whatever delivery you fucking did. Okay?
I did that for extra spending money on a vacation.
Right. Yeah. Somebody that's loaded would need to do that, right?
I wasn't
just
loaded
making
at
a
that
good point to you that
I didn't
for
sell
a
the house.
fucking
I didn't
year,
sell the house at that
March
point.
15th will be a year. I haven't worked or had any income from a fucking bar, okay?
Leslie,
and not one time did I consider doing Uber Eats.
Leslie, you're a poor schnook. We know that.
I love
I sent a screenshot of my savings account to
You could fucking screenshot any
Ask them
fucking
for
thing
it.
that you get off the internet, dude.
Ask them for it. Ask them for it.
Log in with the fucking account and scroll. Fuck your fucking fake screenshot bullshit.
Listen, your best friend is begging for money to pay her fucking mortgage, and you're attacking Jeff's wife because you're a gross piece of shit.
Who's begging money to pay a mortgage?
You're a gross piece of shit.
Who's my best friend begging?
You're a gross piece of shit.
Who's begging for a mortgage?
And I have more money
Is
than
that
you
Lex
and your
talk?
husband put together.
Okay, you just keep believing that.
I'm rich,
Motel boy.
bitch. I'm rich, bitch.
I'm rich, bitch.
Rich.
You keep telling yourself that, motel boy.
He doesn't rent the motel. He bought the motel, first of all.
No, I didn't. I don't want no goddamn motel.
Tell me who my best friend is.
Go away.
See, you don't. You just throw shit out there because you're hoping that it sticks.
Just go away.
Ain't nobody around here lately as Jackie for a fucking car repair.
Bad hippo.
Okay.
Just go away. Just go
Nobody
away.
else.
Motherfucker, all my clout.
How you doing,
Well,
bro?
it's her
Where have you been?
You know what I find
Where
interesting
the fuck
is
have you been?
all government checks
How are you
come in
doing,
on the
bro?
first, and both of these people are
You should
fucking
be able to
begging
hear
2
me
or 3 days
speaking
later.
behind these
That's
people.
fucking
You
right.
can mute them.
I don't get shit from the government.
Actually, I'll put the volume
bitch.
down.
Usually they wait until like the 15th or the end of the month.
Volume down a little bit.
This is the last month. They started early.
If you're jealous of people getting government money, you can just get the fuck away from me.
God damn it, you guys took my 15 minutes of fame.
I'm not jealous about anybody and how they get their money. I'm just saying that somebody that gets government money is begging a day later that they're broke.
Toodaloo, hippo. Nobody
You
cares
need to
about
change.
you.
Something needs to change in your life if that's in fact the case.
In
But
my
Maggie's
life?
live now, so we're
Are you
gonna
talking
go.
about my life? Wait,
We're
talking
gonna
about
leave
my
Yeti
life?
now. Maggie's live. Let's go,
I
Armo.
gotta run, kids. I gotta run.
Oh, she's live? Let's see if she's live. Okay, we're gonna put this back.
Delvacchio, I'm going to give you one warning. If you say anything edgewise, you're going to get blocked for real. The only reason you're not unblocked is because of the fact that I know that you love music and this is a great thing of music, all right? You're on notice. Yeah, you know how to watch online. Hi, Mr. Armo. How are you doing?
Good, how are you? I wanted to come in late so I'd make a nice appearance, you know?
You definitely made a nice appearance. So first off,
when everybody's sitting down, they have their drinks in their hand.
Oh yeah, we're gonna wait for that.
Let's hit 500 before we start talking.
Absolutely. First off, I appreciate you doing this, and I had to tell you what got me interested in it. I read the book Original Gangstas by Ben Westhoff, which is excellent. I would recommend that to everyone. It is a story of Eazy-E, Snoop Dogg, and West Coast rap, and how it all started. And a podcast that I listened to did a whole episode was really focused on Suge Knight, and allegedly they had this tweet out where they said Suge Knight liked their episode so much that they got a huge bouquet of flowers to their unlisted recording studio, like where they recorded their podcast. And
their studio's in Beverly Hills. It was
this podcast?
I don't know about the podcast, but back in the days, the studio was in Beverly Hills on Wilshire Boulevard. Death Records.
Yeah. Yeah. So this podcast was supposed to be in New York, and they were supposed to so they were like, so we don't know if this is a good thing, but apparently it was like, really appreciate the work, boys, keep it going. And then they deleted it underneath like legal advisement or whatever else. Also, everything stated here is for entertainment purposes. None of this is going to be an allegation and or an admittance of anything.
Okay,
Just so everyone knows.
Let me also state that I met Suge Knight in 2008, so I wasn't around back in the Tupac and all that days. So
okay,
I wasn't around
meet him?
I wasn't around back in the 90s and the early 2000s.
you know, Snoop Dogg and Tupac and everybody were around.
Yeah. How did you first meet him?
Actually, he was a customer of mine.
Really?
To be honest with you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he walked in. He met you the first
He didn't
time.
walk in. We got a phone call.
Yeah.
We got a phone call through one of his assistants that he needed a limousine service. Back in the days, I used to have limos. I had a limo business. So they needed a car. It was him and Scott Storch. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah.
Very famous producer.
Yes.
So they needed a limousine for a month. So at this time, the day I got that call, it was a last minute call that they needed a limousine right away. I didn't have any drivers on standby. Sorry. So I ended up driving that day myself. I went, picked up Shug, picked up Scott Storch. We went down to Beverly Hills. We had to go to an attorney's office to pick up a check, a nice $3 million check.
Oh.
So we went to Sunset Boulevard. Yeah, Scott Storch. Fuck, I've been in his house. I've been everywhere with Scott Storch.
Didn't he start off as a keyboardist or something for the Roots, or he was in the band?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I want to make sure
originally
that was
from
the
the
right
Roots.
Scott Storch.
Originally from the Roots, but all these top hits you got these days, you know, all the Dr. Dre and this and that, all his hits, all came from Scott Storch. Scott Storch. Sorry, I've had a few beers. So, anyways, I drove down there that day, picked them up. Super cool, really cool with the guys. Talked to them, this and that, and they said, "Hey," Suge said, "Hey, you know what, man? I really like you for some reason. For some reason, I feel this thing between you and me." I go, cool. You know, he's just talking and just, you know, trying to whatever get on my good side or whatever.
Yeah.
And, he's like, "Give me your number." I go, "Well, you got my number. You got my company's number. You called. I came out here." He goes, "No, give me your personal number." I go, "Fine." I give him my number. Anyways, I drove him around that day, whatever. We took care of business, came back to Scott Storch house up on Mulholland, up in the hills, Beverly Hills. Hung out there a little bit, spent the whole day with them, back and forth. We had to go here and there, whatever. Took care of some business with them. And he said, "I'm going to call you because I like you." He goes, us big guys need to stick together. That, I don't know, for some reason that stuck in my head. I go, "That's, you know, whatever. The guy's just talking."
Well,
Anyways,
but he's also he played professional football. Like he's 6'7", isn't he?
Yeah, he's my size.
Oh my God, he's
exactly. I send you pictures.
Oh yeah, no, you did. I'm gonna show those too.
Me and him are exactly the same size, height and weight, basically the same thing. Few pounds here and there. Yeah, I think he played for San Diego back in the days. Anyways, I grew up listening to his music. Grew up, you know, Death Row Records, Suge Knight, this, that. You know, it was like a big thing for me. You know, hanging out with him asking for my phone number, wanting to hook up with me. So I was like, you know what, this is cool. You know, I came home that night. I told my wife, I go, "Hey, you'll never fucking believe who I met today. You'll never know who, you know, you'll never believe who called me up for a limousine service, this and that." So I explained to her. She had no idea what I was talking about. So I had to show her some, you know, YouTube videos, this and that, whatever. Anyways, that day ended, and he wanted service for a month. So I had my guys, my regular drivers, drive them around. A couple weeks later, he calls me. He says, "Hey, I want to talk to you. Can you meet me at my hotel in Beverly Hills?" I go, "Yeah, no problem." He goes, "I don't know what it is about you, but the way you came off to me, the way you spoke with me, the way, just something about you. I wanted to talk to you. I want to make you an offer and, you know, see if we could work together." I go, "Yeah, not a problem. You know, whatever. Money's money. Work is work.
Absolutely.
Let's do it." So I ended up going to his hotel. I believe it was the Beverly Hills Hotel. We went there, and he had his wife and his little kid there with him, like 3-4 years old back at the time.
Yeah.
And he's got a bunch of kids, like 8 or 9 kids.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we sat down, we talked. He said, "Look, I like you. I need someone as my right hand. I need someone on my side. I need someone to be with me. I need someone to help me out, take care of things for me, this and that. Are you willing to help me out? I'll take care of you. I've got houses in Malibu, Sherman Oaks. I've got any car you want. I've got the Phantom. I've got the Escalade. I'll give you access to everything. I'll give you house keys. I'll give you anything you want. I just need someone, one person, to be on my side, to be with me basically 24/7. He says, I don't like big entourages because that gets me in trouble.
Right.
So we're talking 2008, 9, up till about 2015.
Yeah.
And that whole thing happened. So he says, I don't like big entourages. They always get me in trouble. I don't need that shit. But I could use one person like you. You seem honest. You seem like a good guy, this and that.
So like a better angel on his side who could kind of like be
yeah,
like a good voice of
basically
reason.
his right-hand man, take care of things together, go out, eat together, go clubbing together. Just somebody by his side.
Yeah.
So we talked, and he said, I'll take care of you financially. I'll do this, I'll do that. You have nothing to worry about. I said, you know what? Why not? I got a lot of time on my hands. I'm running a business. I don't really need to be there 24/7. The business runs on its own.
Yeah.
And I grew up with this guy. I grew up with his music. I grew up with all this stuff. So it was like I don't know, what do you call it?
Affinity almost.
Yeah, like you're like starstruck. You're like
absolutely.
I can't believe it. You know, I'm hanging with Suge Knight.
I would not say no if it was one of my childhood idols.
Right.
I would not.
As a Ukrainian, you understand the difference.
So, anyways, we talked that night.
It's one of my childhood idols.
Right.
I would not.
Actually, before all this happened,
A
couple weeks went by, and he called me. And I saved his number on my phone, and I see Suge Knight come up on my phone.
And he's also in
I go, no fucking way this guy's calling me. I thought he was
bodyguards and producers.
There's no way this guy's calling me back.
Or whatever.
And that was when he made the phone call and said, hey, can you meet me down by the hotel? I want to talk to you. So I just jumped up. It was like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Middle of the night. He goes, can you come down now? I go, yeah, give me a minute, man. Let me just throw some clothes on. I'm there. And I had to explain to my wife that she's like, where the hell are you going 1 o'clock in the morning? I go, don't worry about it. I'll explain it to you in the morning. So I got up. I went there. We talked a couple hours, this and that. We talked, and that's where that whole conversation came up. He goes, I'll call you tomorrow. I go, okay, fine. I go, we'll see.
Yeah.
Next morning, he calls me. He goes, hey, can you be down here by noon? Let's go get some lunch. Let's talk some more, this and that. I go, fine. We went down to a steakhouse down in Beverly Hills. He goes, hey, jump down. He goes, go get a table. So he pulls over. I jump out of the car. I go, decide to get a table, and they're like, we're booked. We got no tables ready. I go, look, I got Suge Knight in the car. He wants to have steak today. They're like, give me 2 minutes. I'll have a table ready for you guys. So they cleared out a whole section for us. Me and him sat down. His girlfriend was there too, with the little baby. We sat down. We all ate together, this and that. And it just started from there. Every day we were just together. We went clothes shopping together, car shopping together, clubs, restaurants, studio, just basically all the time together. And and he would compensate me in different ways, sometimes cash, sometimes material things. And
so it wasn't like a salaried position, like you work 8 to 5.
It was not a salary position. It was more like, do you like this car? I go, yeah.
Do you like this Phantom?
Here's the keys. Take it home. It was more that type of thing where I got my Malibu I got my Malibu house. You want the keys? You want to go party with your friends? Go hang out, this and that.
Yeah.
So he took care of me. He
Yeah.
took care of me very well.
So
He was super good to me, super nice to me, but a total asshole to others.
right.
Um,
Right. But that's because you're the right hand man.
mhm.
So this may be like super lame. So whenever you're a person like that's right hand person, you're just on call 24/7, I'm guessing, unless like could you say, hey, it's my daughter's birthday, or I don't even know if you have kids.
Yeah,
Just like
of course. There was times like,
okay.
hey, I gotta be in the office, I gotta take care of a few things. I'll be there in a few hours.
Yeah.
I wasn't I wasn't a sheep where, you know, anytime he calls me I run there.
Yeah, no.
I still had things going on in my life.
Right.
Yeah.
But
I had a friend who was a personal assistant to an actor here, and like it was like on call all the time. And even though he got paid well, it really was one of those things where there wasn't room for other lives.
I had my time. I had, you know,
Oh, that's good.
upfront with them. Hey, I got to take care of something where I can't be around tomorrow. Next day, let's do this, let's do that, whatever.
Yeah.
No pressure like that. But sometimes he'll be like, hey, man, look, can you go pick up that girl and bring her to my hotel room right now?
Got it.
I'll take care of you. You know, I would go there and pull out like $1,000 and put it in my pocket. Say, hey, I appreciate it. Here's another 100. Go downstairs and go have a steak or something on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, things like that where, you know, he didn't drive much.
Yeah.
He would give me his car keys and say, hey, you drive. I just want to chill in the back, smoke weed, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we went to weddings together. We did everything. Everything you can imagine, we did together. We became good, close friends. Where he would invite me to a wedding, he would invite me to his place.
Arlen,
You know,
do I have permission to show these pictures of you? I want to make sure.
of course, that's why I sent it to you.
Okay.
I got nothing to hide.
I got.
That's why I sent it to you.
Okay.
Uh-oh, what
I got
happened?
nothing to hide.
No.
Looks like your thing cut out. Looks like your thing cut out. What happened? Oh, so you have to restart. There we go.
Okay, good.
We're back.
Scope is glitchy. I have excellent internet. If it's going to misbehave like that, I'm not going to be trying to break it. Okay, I have to ask, did you play football back in the day?
Football, fuck no. I was too lazy.
I was going to say, you look like the entire Steelers defensive line.
I was too goddamn lazy for any kind of sports. I'll be honest.
Honestly, entire Steelers defensive line.
I was too goddamn lazy for any kind of sports. I'll be honest.
Honestly.
Yeah.
You literally, like, you have the shoulders of Jerome Bettis.
No, I know, but I never did. Anyways, the first picture you showed was at his birthday party back in, I think, May. We were at a club. The second one was the story I told you when I picked up a $3 million check.
Yeah.
And so it was in front of the office building there. So yeah, that's his birthday. I got a video of that night, but I can't find it in my new phone. I gotta look for it.
These are good pictures. Okay, so you're at Sotheby's and other things. So was he like, hey, dress this way for this interview, or dress this way for this day?
No. Nothing. Everything was up to me what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
That's before I had my beard. That's like a 10-year-old picture.
This is a good looking picture, Armo.
And let me see if anybody's ever done that. Charge iPhone vape battery. Can I charge my? Can I use my mobile charger to charge my vape? Then this is the other way around. Everybody says.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, I might do something like that. I don't know. I mean, I have a double E miner, so I should be able to figure that shit out. You know, it's just like wire up some harness for some batteries and then make a USB plug for it or something.
Sounds cool. I mean, you're thinking, you know.
But yeah, I just want it to be simple. I don't, because like I dick around with battery problems a lot, and I've figured out how to deal with it, which is mostly I have just a couple of places where I'll put my phone, and then that way I can always plug it up to be charged. But so what I'm looking at now is that if I have, you know, a mobile place where I can put my phone, it just has a bigger battery. I don't know, but I can swap the battery out live. You never have to wait for anything. Yeah, it's eliminating weight, because like when you're like, oh, I'm below 20%, now I gotta stop the broadcast or use another phone. It keeps telling me 20% over and over. I don't know if you've ever dealt with that. It's such a fucking pain in the ass. It's like you keep going over the 20% like 3 times, 4 times. Every time it's like your frame rate's messed up. Every time.
I've had a perfectly charged battery, 100%, and then I do a broadcast and I'm upside down for some reason.
On Android or iPhone?
On fucking Android.
I haven't seen that one. That's what I'm asking. I got iPhone.
Yeah, you'd have to search back in my lives to see it and shit, but like I had to have viewers tell me, hey, you're upside down. And I'm like, what the fuck? It was weird because I watched it. Like I went back and watched the replay. And sure as shit,
Yeah.
I was upside down and shit, and I was just like, oh shit. What was strange though is the entire time I was right side up and nothing was different, so I couldn't gather.
Yeah, on your phone it looked normal, right?
Right. So I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Periscope sometimes, dude.
Man, I'm convinced somebody doesn't want me talking to people.
Here we go, Reddit. How can I charge my phone using an 18650 battery?
Those 18650s, those are like the fat, they look like big ass double A's, right? Or am I wrong?
Oh, this is not. You can wire 2 18650s in series for 7.4 volt and put a voltage regulator, or better yet, a buck converter in the circuit to drop the voltage output to 5 volts and charge that way. Add 2 more in parallel and you'll double the capacity, and another 2 more to triple. Okay.
Do you have a power drill? Just use the battery from that.
I mean, I'm trying to design a product though, dude. You know what I mean? If I say, hey, it's compatible with 18650 batteries, that's cool.
Everybody has power drill.
Everybody has vape batteries.
No, they don't. I hear the train.
Yeah, I've seen guys use power drill batteries for a bunch of projects. It's pretty cool. But
yeah, dude,
that's more. One power drill battery is probably more battery than I want. If I could get away with just a single 18650 battery, that's cool. My main goal is that I don't want my phone to go below 100%.
Right, I'm being silly and shit. I watched a video where a dude wired up his kid's power wheel with.
He still got, residual. He still got, he still had his properties. He had, pretty much.
He was a really smart businessman too, because
Yeah.
I know that he got Tupac out of jail or out of prison and said, like, owned every song that he wrote, right? Like almost like the old Columbia Records things.
In his prime, he was making $100 million a year.
Absolutely.
In his prime years, and don't tell me he didn't put some stuff away. Even though at the end they claimed he was broke and bankrupt and this and that.
Well, yeah. But I mean, no. Okay, what are some of your favorite stories in which he called you up to show up on one day and the day completely turned around from what you expected it?
Pretty much every day.
Every
It starts
day?
off.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
It starts off as I just come down. I got to do this, and then it turns into a fucking thing until 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, bro, let me go home. I need to sleep, man. My eyes are shutting. What do you mean go to a club 2 o'clock in the morning, 2 a.m. Underground clubs, underground places where you had
Was he still trying
friends.
to scout talent at that point in time?
Yeah, he had new talent coming up. He said, I have somebody coming up that's going to be bigger than Tupac. And
really?
Yeah, and unfortunately, when all this shit happened, I guess that never went through. We used to go to the studio. I could send you some pictures from that, but I gotta find it. We used to go to the studio with this one guy. He goes, I got one guy. He's going to be bigger than Tupac. But unfortunately, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
So.
That's wild, though.
We did. Yes.
I was going to say, did he keep in touch with anyone back in the day? Or I would wonder whether he would talk about it or not, or whether he would just kind of
Nobody. That was. He had no contact with probably all these old friends. He was done with that stuff. He just wanted to enjoy life, girls, hotels, nice restaurants, just enjoy life, away from the bullshit, away from paparazzi, away from headaches. He didn't want that shit.
Yeah.
We would go pump gas at a gas station, and then you would hear some dude from across the street, "Oh, you killed Tupac," and this guy was, and Suge would just kind of twist his head, give him a smile, and just turn around and keep doing what he's doing. Or people would come up, try to say some shit to him, and he would just give him this smirk on his face, just like, get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah.
And they would just walk away and just leave.
That's ballsy.
I mean,
because
he
what
never,
do you expect someone to do whenever you say something like that to them? Honestly.
Yeah, no, he never reacted. He just gave him this smirk, like, who the fuck are you to talk to me? He would kind of twist his neck and look at him like, who are you?
Yeah.
We just moved on. Nobody would do shit. Nobody would say anything. I mean, they would say things, but from a distance.
So you mentioned he does have a lot of kids. How was he as a dad?
He was a great dad.
Was he really involved?
He had a 3-4-year-old back at the time. He's he's got to be at least 10, 12 years old now. And he had older children, grown adults, daughters. One time they all came down to the hotel. We all had dinner together. I think he has, I don't know, 8 or 9 kids. I really never asked him, but there was a bunch of them.
Yeah.
But with the 3-year-old that was with us all the time, 24/7, the kid was with us.
Yeah.
During the daytime, the kid was with us. We would go to Toys R Us. We would buy, the kid toys, this and that. And then the mother would take the kid. She would be on her way. And it would be me and him the rest of the night.
I'm kind of just imagining Suge Knight with a baby sling and this 3-year-old just hanging out in a studio or in the car. Or
no, the 3-year-old walked and held his finger, and they walked together, and we would go into Toys R Us. Hey, what do you want? Buy a few $100s worth of toys.
Yeah.
I'm out, and no, he was a great father. I mean, the guy, he was on top of the kids and everything, whatever. Always kept contact with them. They would call him. He would call them.
So he was a big football player. Did he ever regret not kind of sticking with that or continuing to play football? Because I know
never talked about football. I guess it was so far in his past that he never even talked about it.
That's fair.
Yeah. It was nothing that even came up. I'm telling you, the only thing on his mind was girls and
girls that making money.
what every guy thinks about.
Well, yeah, girls and driving limos and making
Pretty
money.
much, yeah.
That makes
And
sense.
he back then he was 48, 49 years old. So he's probably in his late 50s now, mid 50s.
Yeah.
No, Reggie and Mob James. No, I didn't know them. No, we never met too many people.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it was just me and him most of the time. It was just mostly shopping. You know, we got to go buy a new Porsche for my girlfriend. We got to do this. We got to do that. Let's go to the dealer. You know, let's go to the big and tall store. What do you want? He would, buy a few things for himself and say, go pick out a few things for yourself too. He
Oh,
loved me
yeah.
because we were both like the same size.
Yeah.
We were like on the same level. He's like, hey man, go get you some, go pick out
Yeah.
a few
You
things
both
for
are built
yourself.
like brick shit houses, I have
Yeah.
to say. Did you ever have to actually body up or be a bodyguard for him
No,
at points?
no.
That's good.
Never got into any conflict, no nothing. No, but I mean, people would say shit, but it would be like from across the street.
Right. Of course.
Nobody would be like 6 feet apart. It was all the shit talkers were usually across the street or somewhere else. No, I wasn't around
2015.
when Tupac was there. I was there from 2008 to about 2015. Probably about 14, 15.
What did your wife think? Did you ever get to meet your wife or your family or anything?
Put together this and that. She's like, oh no, I don't want to go. I don't know who that is, this and that. And then I had to, pull up some YouTube videos and show her who he is. And then eventually she got the feeling and knowing who he is. And it's like, no, I'm not interested. Go do your things. Just like she's not
Yeah.
interested with Scope.
Yeah.
Every time I turn on Periscope, she's like runs away. She doesn't want to deal with it.
Well, I saw that whenever you're like gonna go take my wife to get her hair did or other things like that.
Yeah,
She's like,
yeah.
no.
She gives attitude. She starts,
She gives attitude.
she puts on a show.
Where she's just like, thank you.
Talk to me, leave me alone. Or, I'll be driving the car and she'll be smacking my arm like, don't put the camera on me. She won't say it out loud, but physically I feel it.
Who is a hypothetical? Who could spit a better game, Churchy or Suge?
In what way?
I mean, who could throw down a better rhyme?
Does Churchy rhyme?
Allegedly, she could. Intelligent.
I've never heard Suge rhyme and I've never heard her rhyme, so I have no idea.
Damn it. What is one hobby that he had that like people would be surprised about? Was he really into gardening or knitting or anything like that?
Are you kidding me? Mine was pussy and money.
I mean,
you think gardening, this, that, all he would think about is what club we're going to, what restaurant.
Favorite club that you went to with him?
To be honest, I don't even know the names. It was mostly like underground type of places. Labels, like warehouse type of places.
What, were there just like pop-up, like almost like
whatever his connect.
Okay.
We're at so and so place. Come on down. We walk in there. Big booty holes everywhere.
Big booty holes. Got it.
So,
okay.
I have no idea. There was no names or anything. He would say, "Go to this so and so address. Park in the back. We're gonna go in from the back door."
Okay.
That would be it. It's like,
could you like party while on the clock with him, or would you have to be
like?
Okay.
You saw. I would have 1 or 2 drinks. That's about it.
Right.
For the night, so I could drive back. But sometimes we would just end up staying there or something. Then it's a different story if it was a house party.
Yeah.
Or whatever. How you ever come down to visit him? Have you ever come down to visit him? No, I haven't. No, I completely cut I don't want to get involved with that legal stuff. I was already afraid they would go through his phone.
Yeah.
And call all the contacts in there and call me up. None of that stuff happened.
Right. Did you, okay, so what was that like? Was your relationship with him like winding down, or did it kind of just, you was Suge Knight was involved in driving a car into two people.
It was winding down, to be honest
Yeah.
with you, at probably 2014.
Yeah.
Kind of winding down. He wouldn't call me as often, but once in a while he would call, just to see what I'm up to, this and that.
Yeah.
And then next thing I heard, thing happened, and I said, you know what, man, I think I'm done. This guy's gone forever. There's just no point for me to get involved in that. I'm just putting myself into shit. Just continue with my business, continue with what I'm doing, and whatever it was, I am, and that era is over.
Yeah.
Basically.
That's fair. I mean, you're a
Just,
business owner, right? Like you were
yeah,
just friends with him.
business and stuff. So I just kind of say, you know what, it's time to move on, and it was fun while it lasted.
Did other things talk about the first time where you had to have, where not had to, but you had steak with him and they cleared out a whole section for you? Did that just happen anytime you walked into a restaurant?
Basically, name, we got what we wanted.
Yeah.
And if that person, I did work I used to bodyguard for System of a Down also. Those guys were my friends from high school, so I knew them before they were even famous. So when they did become famous, they asked me. So I did that for a couple of years when the first album came out in 2001.
That's awesome. That is.
I have so many stories. I almost done.
You have so many stories, Armo. I was gonna say,
just don't think I'm just another Joe on this app. Oh,
got way better stories. Man, if I'm thinking about the kids that were in high school that were allegedly in a band, there was not one kid in my school who had any sort of talent to be involved in any sort of music like that.
Yeah, no, I knew the guy. He used to come over my house to borrow my speakers so he could play his guitar.
Really?
Back in high school. The bassist. I started doing personal bodyguard stuff for him. The singer Sarah for years. Mm-hmm. So we grew up as a family, as friends from high school. And, once they blew up and they were like, hey, man, they started offering their friends first, hey, who wants to do this? Who wants to do this for that? For, be part of our team.
Yeah.
And for a couple of years, I did it. Back then I didn't have a business. I didn't have anything. So back in 2001. Yeah, Shavash. So I became close with them. I worked with them, and then this whole Suge Knight thing, and I've been around doing these kind of things.
Okay, I'm gonna go off topic. How did you meet your wonderful wife, who gives you so much nonsense whenever you're trying to scope her?
God, that's a touchy subject.
It is? Oh, I thought you were gonna say she just came down hard on you one night. I thought, sorry, if you don't want to say it, you don't have to.
I'll be honest with you. Since she's not here, I was sleeping with her cousin. And then her cousin was like, hey, you know what? I've got a cousin that'll make it for you because I'm married. She was married. She was separated with a kid. She said, you know what? I don't see a future in us. How about cousin? She's a brand new girl, never been touched, back in Armenia. Why don't you talk to her, get married to her, and start a family? Okay, fine. I guess we'll do it that way. So that's how it happened.
Is that common for Armenians?
No, it's not common.
Okay.
Up with her.
Well, I mean, I cannot, as the youngest.
Maybe the sex wasn't good or something. She rejected me. She said, you know what? How about go for my cousin? She's a perfect girl.
I'm trying to laugh at you.
Maybe I was bad in that. I don't know what the reason was, but she got rid of it.
I'm imagining, so I'm the youngest of all my cousins, and I'm just imagining one of the older girls being like, I've got a younger cousin for you.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm done with you. Why don't you go hook up with
you know what? Let me just pawn you off. Yeah. I think you'll like her.
Too permanent with her because she was separated with a kid.
Yeah.
And I was single at the time. I was like, I'll take any hole I could get right now.
Oh my God.
I hooked up with her. She came. She lived at my house for a little while, and then she said, "You know what? Let's just break this off. Let me hook you up with my cousin because you need a future. You need a wife. You need kids. This and that."
And it's not going to be me.
Yeah, it's not gonna be me. You know my background and all that stuff, and so she set me up with her, and we talked for about 6 months. I went out there, got married to her,
In
came back.
Armenia?
Yeah, in Armenia. I went got married to her over there for 2 weeks. Came back, did all the immigration paperwork. 2 years later.
Years, even though you were married. Did you see her all that time though, at least?
Yeah,
Or
no,
no?
I didn't.
Okay.
I had $10,000 in phone bills. Back then, there was no.
No cell phones.
No, there was cell phones. This is 2006.
Oh, okay.
There was no problem, no Meg. There just wasn't any like WhatsApp or these free calls we could make. These apps.
Yeah.
So I had to buy calling cards, and
Yeah.
it was $5 for every 20 minutes. And after I did all the math at the end, after 2 years, I had spent $10,000 on just calling cards, just to talk to her in those
Did
2
she
years.
speak? Did you guys speak the same language? Like, did she speak English or did you speak Armenian or?
I spoke both.
Okay.
I spoke to her in Armenian, but she also graduated college over there, not mastering, but she got her degree in English and all that. So she spoke English before she came here. Yes, I am.
Okay.
So she spoke English. And whatever, after 2 years, I brought her over here, put her through college. She got her bachelor's degree. She got into insurance business, and today she has her own insurance company. I help her set up. So she's doing good.
Yeah, you're living the dream.
Yeah, I mean, she's 15 years younger than me. It was like raising a kid. I married her when she was 18. I was 33 at the time.
Yeah.
You guys can call me whatever you want. She was legal, so whatever. Brought her over here. She went through college, got her bachelor's. She's very ambitious. She wanted to be an attorney. I talked her out of it. Couple years ago, I said she had already gotten approved at law school and everything, and I told her, you know what, forget it. You're gonna go nuts. This is not gonna be the life for you. This and that. And I told her to back out of it, and she got into the insurance business, got all her licenses. She worked for someone for a while.
Yeah.
Now she has her own insurance agency.
Listen, if you're hanging out with Suge, it's probably a good thing that your wife was not an attorney at the time.
No, this is afterwards. This is the last few years.
Yeah.
So she's got her own business. I got my own business. We see each other in the house once in a while.
Once in a while.
Yeah, it's
sometimes.
Good. Life is good. So yeah, that's
awesome,
how that happened. And then we tried having a kid. It didn't happen. I went and got checked out. I guess I got a low sperm count. So whatever. She's dying to have a kid, but unfortunately, it's kind of hard on my part.
Yeah.
So whatever. We're just living the life now. We're going here.
Yeah.
We're going there. Vacations. Trying to keep her happy with, with whatever love I have, whatever material I could furnish her, keep her happy, since since she can't have a kid with me. So I try to
have
make
you guys thought about this may be personal, like there's a lot of options.
Yeah, I know the options. I know the options. It's just at my age, I'm like, I don't know. What if something happens to me? She's gonna be mother. I hate for the kid to grow up. She's like, "Oh, don't worry about it. I'll raise the kid somehow." I'm like, no. It's not fair to the kid. Yeah. So if it wasn't for my age, I would probably do it. But
how old are you?
I'll be 50 in August.
Okay, so there are people all the time, and that's definitely like pretty young.
I hear you hard. Sorry, guys. I know people are writing to me in the comments, but I can't answer everything. I don't want to be rude and just talk over Maggie.
No, you're fine. Don't worry about it. You could also foster. You know what I mean? Like there are some older kids
Come on, Maggie.
who probably love having you.
Who has the patience for that right now at this age? Come on. At 50,
You're
I'm already.
pretty patient. You're pretty patient.
I'm already thinking about retiring, just relaxing. You know, to go get a foster child right now at my age would be. I mean, I always dreamt of being a young father in my 20s, to have kids, 3-4 kids, at a young age. But I never met the right person at that time. And by the time this happened, by the time I brought her over, I was already 35, 36 years old. And, you know, by the time we settled down, she's new to the country. By the time I put her to college, and one thing after another, before you know, you're almost 50 already. You have a baby at 36. Yeah, so it just.
I mean, you never know.
He's not doing it.
Yeah. I mean, I joke all the time about like, if I don't find the right man, I'm just going to do an immaculate conception sort of a thing, since